Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. You guys, today we are going to be building a cute little fairy basket build or like a house, I guess. And I have not had any time to try and just build with this new expansion pack, but I have been having so much fun. Let me know right now in the comments down below. Do you guys actually like this expansion pack? Are you having fun? Do you prefer casts? Do you prefer the gameplay? Do you prefer the build by? Let your girl know because I am kind of curious. I haven't really had a lot of time to play, so I just want to build something quick, cute, and adorable, and I guess like a little thing for your fairies so you guys can like hang out. It is up on my gallery, so if you guys want to check it out, it is up there. But you guys, this build was so much fun to do. It was a little quick just because, again, I am making Sims, and you guys, for Saturday, I cannot wait. Y'all have been asking, so if you guys can guess what's gonna come out on Saturday, I would be impressed. But you guys have been asking for this for about like over a week now, just like you guys keep asking. So I definitely have to try. But I have another quick story for you guys. Now, this video won't be long at all, so I want to go through it kind of quickly. But this is absolutely insane. And if you guys haven't been to my channel, if you guys are new, I do a lot of storytelling when it comes with my speed build. So if you guys want to see this with like no commentary, I'm just not your girl with that. Like, I just like talking about things. So let me tell you the story right now. So the thing is that when we have people come over, so Alex and I live in like a condo where people can come in and, you know, obviously visit. And we were just kind of, you know, asking my sister if she wanted to come over for the weekend. And this time around, it's been probably her 4th or 5th time just staying over for the night. And so I said like, hey, Britt, like if you want to come over and stay for the weekend, she was like, yeah, sure. So she started to come over. And when she came over, what you have to do is you have to sign in with the security, and then you have to go like park your car in the visitors parking, and then, you know, you stay. So my sister went in and she's done this process a couple times, and she like wrote her name, and then she parked, and then we went up, and then we had like our weekend, and everything was fine. We played The Sims, like it was a lot of fun. Usually her and I will always play like The Sims 3. She's the one that got me into The Sims. Like I was playing on Sims 1 because of her, and so it's really nice to just like play the game together. And we had the full weekend, which was so nice. And what happened was that after that weekend, she went downstairs and she got she walked to her car, and she saw a yellow ticket on her windshield. And we were just kind of like taken back because we were like, wait, what? And actually, Alex was the one to discover it because he was coming back from his parents. So he came by and he drove past my sister's car, and he called us and he saw it. So he went over and parked, and he went over to the security and obviously was kind of confused and upset and being like, why does she have a parking ticket? She was here for a night, like absolutely crazy. And reminder that this has never happened before, so this was like super different. And so my sister and I were looking at each other and we were just like, what is happening? So Alex called us and he was like, you should probably go downstairs and talk with the security and you know, see what's happening, because he talked to the security and the security guard just kept saying, oh, I told her you know, we're supposed to tell them that you're supposed to fill out like a night parking pass, I guess. And so Alex was like, no, you've never said that to anyone. My sister, she's a very responsible person. She would know if they told her to have a parking pass, and we've never heard of that, nor have we known that you needed to do that. There's no signs by the security that you need that. It just says that you need to like sign your name to sit in the visitors parking, and if you have to stay longer, then you tell security. And so we went downstairs and I asked my sister if she recognized any of the security guards, and she said no. It was kind of hard because they were wearing different outfits. And I was like, okay, that's like no problem. We can still talk to them and ask them, like, what the heck kind of thing. And so we were talking to them for a while, and one of the security guards says, okay, well, here, I can show you the security camera footage, and, you know, you can see who was the one that you talked with. So we said, okay. And as we're sitting there waiting, I was watching the guy who said that, and I saw him go to the cameras and his mouse, and he started, like, sitting there longer than I was comfortable with. Like, something felt off, you know? So I think he, like, in my mind, I go, I think he's tampering with the security cameras right now. And I was not 100%, but it popped in my mind and I couldn't get out of my head. I was like, no, he's doing something. He's doing something sketchy. So I go to the back into where, like, the office is, and we're looking at the camera, and I'm making sure to, you know, make sure my hunch wasn't right and that he wasn't tampering with the footage. And I saw it was the same date, it was the same time, all that stuff. Like, you know, everything was fine. But I kept looking and something just felt off about it. And guys, I realized that the footage that he was showing us was the back room. So, like, the lunch room. And there is this guy sitting there with orange hair, and my sister's like, okay, yeah, there was I would know if, like, a ginger came over and helped me. No, that's not him. And I go, wait a second, Brittany, this is the lunchroom. This isn't where you go. Like, you can't even see yourself. You can't even see the main part. And so the guy was like, oh, well, I wasn't there that night and all that stuff. Like, he was just trying to, like, tell us that he wasn't there, you know? And he said, well, then, and then he switched his thing. He switched his story a lot. And he said, no, I actually was there, but I was doing patrol around the building, which I've never seen them do. But, I mean, to each their own. So he goes and he says that, and I say, okay, well, can we see the footage from the other side, like the side that you can see my sister come in and write her name? And he just, like, couldn't for some reason. And so we moved the mouse a little bit. Like, he accidentally slipped up. He moved the mouse, and it showed, lo and behold, him walking out of the office area where he would be, you know, talking to my sister. And I say, oh, so that was you. So you were here. You were the one that talked to my sister. And then he just, like, crumbled. He was like, oh, but, like, he tried to gaslight us into lie. And he was saying, no, I told her, you know, that I told her to get a pass and all that stuff. And my sister's like, no, you didn't. Like, I'm sorry. Like, Brittany was being so, like, passive. I was being, like, aggressive. I'm never like that, by the way. I am never like that. But it's like, that's my sister, you know? And that ticket wasn't cheap. It was $75. And it was just kind of like, why can't you just admit that you were, you know, not telling the truth and all that stuff, even though you know? And he just kept, you know, gaslighting us and lying. And eventually, about 20 minutes later, he goes, okay. He says, give me the ticket and we'll dispute it on behalf of the building. And we were like, are you sure? And he goes, yes. And I go, wow, thank you so much. Should we walk away? Right? But we take a photo of it, obviously, for, like, record. And I walk away and I go, wait a second, Britt, I'm going to record him. I'm going to ask to record him and ask for him to say, I will dispute the ticket on behalf of the building, because, you know, what if something happens? What if he doesn't do it? You know, at least we have something. And she was like, oh yeah, maybe that's a good idea. Are you sure? And I say, yeah. So I go over to the security guards and I'm asking them, and, like, hi, is it okay if I record you saying a sentence saying that you, for the security, will dispute the ticket on behalf of the building? And he just wouldn't say yes. I never pushed him to say yes, but he just kind of dodged the question, and he just wanted to give me a photo of his, you know, his license for his car. And I just said, well, I don't know if this would even work or help. And he said, well, no, if there's something wrong, then you can come to me, and this is my ticket. And then he admitted to me that he had a bunch of unpaid tickets. It was just absolutely insane. And I was like, okay. So I get that and I walk away. What was it? 2 months later, almost 2 months later, my sister messages me and she sends me a photo of a mail, like a mail letter. And in the mail letter, it says that your price has doubled and that the ticket was never disputed. And so obviously I was upset. I was the only one in the house. I called my sister and I was just kind of like, what the heck? You know, my sister came over to hang out, and now she has to pay $90 for a ticket that she shouldn't even have received, which was kind of upsetting, and it made me upset. And again, I am not a confrontational person at all, but something something switched, something happened in my brain, and I think it's just because it was my sister, and I was like, he did my sister wrong. And so I had the photo of his license, and I called the security and I said, "Hi, is this your name? Blah 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 blah, is this person?" And he goes, "Yes." And then I was like, "Why didn't you dispute the ticket?" And I talked with him. You guys, I talked to him for 13 minutes straight, and he was trying to talk over me, and I just wouldn't let it happen. Eventually I just got so annoyed because he kept trying to gaslight me, and then he brought back the, I told her about the ticket, and she was like, I told him, "No, you didn't." So honestly, it was just absolutely crazy, and that is my story. I had to pay. I want to he didn't pay. He said, "Come down and I'll give you the money," and I just didn't want to, so I paid it. I gave it to my sister. But how insane is that? Quick story. But I hope you guys enjoyed. This is gonna be a really quick ending. But I hope you guys like this you know, speed build. Maybe please consider like, commenting, and subscribing, and let me know your thoughts down below about this whole thing. And yeah, I'll see you on Saturday. Bye guys.